Hey YouTubers, it's Mark from Truth Seeker, and I'm back. I got a real good video here today. What I think is a statue that is blown to shreds, and you can see the pieces, the carvings in the statue. Um, you know, like NASA's telling us, this is Gale. We're in a crater now. There's craters all over Mars. To think what would happen here on Earth if an asteroid hit, say New York City, Egypt, what would be left of it? What would we find? You know, what would these pieces look like? And you got to kind of put that into perspective when you're looking at Mars. I believe, there's areas like other, anomaly hunters have found, like Mars anomalies. He's shown, proof that there almost looks like little cities and stuff. I believe this area here is, a little more desolate. That's why we're here. And, we're not spending all this money to go look at just rocks, believe me. And look at the same rock and the same rock. And then take pictures and present them to the public where they're just mutilated. I mean, no real scientist can really do much with these pictures. I mean, they're just destroyed. Um, and we'll get to that. I'm coming up on almost 1 million views. It's less than a year. You guys have been good to me. If I added this support to the channel, I'm not really going to talk about it much, but if you want to donate $1, $2, $3, I'm not looking for any big donations. I'm just looking to maybe buy another computer. There's this old laptop that I'm using, and I got an old HP, tower unit that I'm using that it just takes me so long to, do anything in Photoshop and rendering these videos. So I'm gonna do that. Any donations will be gone, used for that, and I'll show everybody. And basically, let's see. There's one thing I wanted to show you before we get started, and let's hold on here. Okay, this is just there's no anomaly in here, but I just want to show you something. This is in Sol 610. Look at the quality that this camera can take. Okay, I'm going to show you something here. Look at this. You could see a little snap ring that they have around this, I guess, so it doesn't spin or come out. You could see the little teeth on this bolt. You could see the little tie, how it's tied, the knot in it. You could see little specks of dirt. I mean, look at what this camera can do, okay? The sharpness. Okay, you see this? This is what this camera can do. And this is nothing special. You can see this, it almost looks like there's a hair on top of here. Okay, this is a real NASA picture. And then this is the picture I'm going to show you today in Sol 901. Okay, here we are. And to me, this looks like a statue that was just blown pieces. And you could see how there's carvings in it. You'll see the sections. There's little ornate, this little ornate stuff that's just carved into it. The edges look nice and soft. Here's another piece. You can see there was something carved into this piece. And if the theory's right, in this crater, I mean, most of this stuff was just blown apart by an asteroid. There are a couple other pieces of it I want to show you guys. And as always, I'll give you the link down in the description. And it's a cool Cool picture to check out. You know, put it in your photo editor, play around with it a little bit. There's a lot of stuff in this picture. Alright, this is the next piece here. See how this is carved? There's lines and these striations in it. Comes back. Here I would take to be the ear. This would be the eyebrow. See the eye carved into it. And it comes down. And there's part of the mouth. And then I would think that this would connect onto something. Connect onto bigger pieces. There's a lot of strange, very strange pieces. And this happens to be one of them here. Look at this piece. Okay. Look at around the bottom of it. It's got these pieces coming out. Piece that I would think would be part of this statue. See how it looks like it's just severed perfectly? Look at that. And you see how round and soft it is? Like, you know, like somebody was carving, like this would be the neck going up to the head. See how it would just bend around there? You know, like somebody was working this, or it was a plaster mold. Strange thing, you could actually see through it. Looks like you could see through it. It looks like there's like a post, or this is the frame to something that had a skin around it. Here it looks to be like there was another statue, you know, smaller little carving here. Piece here I found to be quite interesting. It's really zoomed in, but I'm going to zoom out again. But look at this hole here that they tried to obscure. And you can see there's all types of very interesting carvings. To me, they're very interesting. I mean, even from this, but I wanted to zoom in to show you how they tried to cover up some of this hole. And you can see here, there's something sticking up because there's a little bit of a shadow right there. There's another interesting piece right here. This could possibly be another piece of that statue. See how this stuff is? Look at this, it comes up, right? See how it's rounded here? It goes down. And there's a this little piece is sticking out on a little tab, and then it comes back. I mean, that's pretty interesting. Especially when there's supposed to be nothing, you know, nobody, no human or humanoid or alien, whatever you want to call it, has ever been on Mars. So how would this stuff be created? You know? I mean, to me, these look like pieces of a piece of statue that was just blown to bits. Now this looks like it was maybe standing up. There's all types of carvings in the front of it. Let's take a look at this area. Piece. Okay, now look at this piece here. Let me bring it in the center. Now look at this. See how this is carved into here? Like, this piece is all just been broken off. And this piece down here looks like it's been shattered off. Just go with me on this. Look at this here. This is the way that it comes around. Little carving that maybe that could have been the eye of the statue, and this could have been the forehead here, and this could have been some type of headdress on top. Who knows? But look at these, and you could see it there. It's in a bunch of them. You know, like somebody was. Like, just carved this right into it. Here's another piece. See how these are all smooth, really nice smooth edges, like it was worked. Different pieces of different color. And it almost looks like an eyeball. This I found. Look at this piece. See how it's got the hook? Hook comes up here, and then a hook comes up down here, like it's an anchor on its side. See how the one piece comes up and comes down? I'll zoom out. See now what I'm talking about? How it comes up, and this looks like it's maybe some type of bowl. You can see it's got something open in the center. And it's got some type of base around it, and then this piece is sticking up out of it. This is what I was telling you, that what I thought was a head. Even look what's, there's stuff carved back here. Looks like an eyeball. There's, I mean, just a huge, look at this piece. See how this piece is raised up? There's a piece holding it up. There's another pillar. And I assume there's a pillar in the front. Okay. It's holding this right up in the air. It looks like it's got a piece that even comes out farther in the front. If that's not strange, I don't know what is. Couple other pieces that I want to show you. Let me just come to them. This thing I found strange. Looks like it's got pyramid shapes, and N, diamond shape. Just a bunch of strange shapes. Here comes a piece that's coming up. It looks like it's got a little statue carved right in the front of it. And you see how this area is cleaned out a little bit. You come over here. NASA came in and blocked here. This is, I'm tracing the blocks. You could see where they just came in and just put black blocks. And you could see that this is different colors. So, I mean, that could be carved out of some type of marble or something. I mean, who only knows? But, and then here, NASA put a black box right here. Here's more black boxes. So, for them to take their time to do that, that's strange enough to me. There you can see they came in. See how they put this shade right over this? They did it again right here. They came in, tried to blur that out. Then we come here. Look at this piece. That's an eye. That's an eye. See how they carved the mouth in? There's one right next to it. See these carvings in this rock? I don't see that happening every day in nature. And I've been around my share of rocks and mountains and parks and rivers and you name it. And you don't see stuff like that unless somebody somebody did it on purpose. I think that's about it for this picture. I just found that interesting that, I mean, to me it looked like it was a statue just blown to bits. Alright guys and girls, I want to thank you for taking time to watch this. All I ask is if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And also, you know, the link is always in the description. If you can, go download it and take a look, see what you can find. And, you know, always feel free to post in the comments. And, you know, I'll try to holler back at you guys. And, you know, we'll be on to the next one. Truth Seekers out.